Hi guys, this is Dawn from the Yarn Rack. Welcome back if you have been here before, and if you're a newbie, thank you for joining us and welcome. So we are going over all the Crochet 101 videos right now, and we are on episode 2. Episode 2 is all about yarn. So I'm going to go over some things that are pretty basic knowledge. Some of it is some tips and tricks. Some of it is what it's used for, what it's made of. So I hope this video helps you. I know when I first started, I was pretty hands-on learning myself, and it's just some of this easier stuff I wish I would have known beforehand to make it go a lot smoother in the long run. So with that being said, let's get to it. Okay, so first what we're going to do in this video of yarn is we're going to go over the 3 main categories of what fibers the yarn is made up of. So the first category is natural. So that's made from either animal and plants. Usually it's cotton, alpaca, wool, bamboo, that sort of thing. And then category 2 would be synthetic. So that's man-made materials such as acrylic, nylon, polyester, etc. And then the third main category for yarn is the blend of both of those. Okay, so you're talking like, say for instance, 30% cotton and 70% polyester. Okay, so it's 2 of those combined into one of them. So with that being said, let's go over the weights of the yarn and the types. So I brought out some of the yarns that I have in my own home over here in my studio. Some of these yarns are basic yarns that you'll find in any craft store, such as Michael's, Joann's, Hobby Lobby. And then some of them I did order online, and I'm sure you could probably find similar in any kind of craft store. But just do your research with that before you head over to the store with a specific craft that you want to make, okay? So for the first thing is there's sizes of yarns for each and every yarn. Okay, so I'm going to just take this one for example. This is 100% cotton, and this one I specifically got from Hobby Lobby. It's Hobby Lobby's brand. I really like it though. It comes in a variety of solid colors as well as the mixed colors like this. But on each tag of the yarn, it's going to show you what size hooks and needles you should be using depending if you're trying to use it for crocheting or knitting. So for US terms, keep in mind, European terms are going to be different for sure, I know, but this is American standard. So for knitting with this one, it's going to ask you for size 8 of your, size 5 millimeters for knitting, okay? And then for the crochet hook, he wants a 5.5, which 5.5 in crochet is a pretty standard size. If you purchase any kits online or in stores, 5.5 is definitely going to be in the kit. So always look for that. Like I said, depending on if you're doing knitting or crocheting, it'll have that. It also over here will say on the tag of laundering instructions, so washing and drying instructions if you can, or light tumble, air dry, that sort of thing. And then it's going to have yardage, so you can try to plan if you're making a bigger item such as sweaters, blankets, because you don't want to shortchange yourself on yards and then all of a sudden that color got dropped. The company decided to stop making that, which I have had that happen before. So, and then also on the tag here, this one's kind of small. Let me bring it up to you guys. It's going to have a weight and a yarn symbol like that, okay? So that is how much weight that this particular yarn is. And this one is a 4, so that's a pretty common size, okay? I'm going to go through all the sizes in a little bit here, but I'm just showing you the different materials of them. So now this one is, I got this one at Joann Fabrics, I know for sure. I'm not sure if they carry them in other craft stores, but Joann's, you can always look online as of now anyways and get the same one. So on the back here again, this is also a size 4. You can see this one much better. Size 3 and 4 are usually the most common size of yarns. You can get ones that are a little bulkier. I'll show you that here in a minute, and then ones that are even thinner. So anyways, again, it's going to have the knitting needle size, okay, and this one is a 5 millimeter, and then for a crochet hook, it's a 6 millimeter, okay. So it's kind of nice, it tells you all that. And again, the yardage, this has a whole ton of yardage, 688 yards for just this one. All right, and so that one is 100%, he's 100% acrylic. It was right under where I was showing you guys. So that one's a solid one also. So far we've had 100% cotton, 100% acrylic. And the next one that I have here, Brene Velvet. This is Yarnspirations. You can either go on yarnspirations.com and order these, but mine I did order on the Joann's website. And a lot of times Joann's will have deals, so kind of stalk their website. They usually have coupons available almost every day. So again, this one is 100% polyester now, so another man-made synthetic, but it is very, when they say velvet, they're not kidding. It is velvety like butter. This one I particularly use only for scrunchies. I haven't tried using it for anything else, but a baby blanket would just be wonderful with this. So he is a size 5 bulky now. Okay, so we bumped it up a couple numbers here, and he's a size 5, meaning the strand of the yarn is much more thicker than the other previous two that I showed you, okay? This one again is Hobby Lobby brand. I'm not sure, I'm sure there's some that are very similar to this one, but this is specifically Hobby Lobby brand. So let's look on his tag. He is considered now a super bulky, okay? So he is a size 15 millimeters for knitting needles. Again, that's US. And then for crochet hooks, he's going to have 15 millimeters. So very much bigger than the regular size hooks. You would have to buy this hook individual. It's not going to come in a set, a kit, okay? But you can also finger crochet with this kind of yarn as well. And there's videos on YouTube, Pinterest, all that stuff for fingering yarns, making blankets, okay? So this being super bulky, there's not as much stuff you can use it for. It's going to be more for blankets, chunkier sweaters, that sort of thing. Okay, so if you're not going to use it too often, I don't have very many of these because I don't use them that often, but they are nice to have on hand. If you need a quick blanket for a baby shower or something, it's going to work up super quick because of how big it is. Okay, so those were all our 100% made of something, 100% cotton, 100% polyester, and so on. But this one that I brought out here for you, again, it's Hobby Lobby. That is the only craft store that I have around me, if you couldn't figure that one out, besides Walmart anyways. But so he's Hobby Lobby brand, and this is one I wanted to pull off my shelf to show you guys the kind that is a blended yarn. So this one has again, the guide for the needles up here for knitting, and then the crochet hook. And then it is, where is it on this one? I saw it earlier. Let me see here. Here, it's right here. Goodness sakes. So this one is 85% acrylic, and then the rest of it, 15%, is hemp actually, which I don't know if you can tell in the video, but it looks like it'd be really scratchy. It's actually quite soft. I thought for sure the hemp was going to make it a little more rough, especially against the skin. So that's an example of one of the blended types of yarn where it's the two combined into one, a man-made material as well as a natural material. So I hope this video helped you just a little bit get started and comfortable with the different types of yarn. Honestly, there's so much more that's out there on the market, but this is what I have on hand. I just pulled a few off my shelf just to show you guys a little bit of it. And like I said, depending on what project you're trying to work up, just make sure that you match up the suggested needles or crochet hook to the yarn as a suggestion. Usually the suggestions are pretty on correctly, but it will vary a little bit depending on the tension of whether you crochet or knit tightly or if you do it a little looser. So it can be off a little bit, but not much. So I just always go with the suggestions. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope it helps you. Have a good one.